Hello, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us on another edition of the program Morning Ride on Delta Television, the People's Pride. On behalf of board management and staff of Delta Broadcasting Service, live here in the capital city of Delta State, that is Asaba. My name is Ifi Osita Olonwa. I am your host this morning, and I'm not alone. I've got with me the amazing and beautiful, cheesy Awona, the incoming. Good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
How are you doing?
Amazing.
Okay, black. And then the flower.
And then pop.
Yes, you know.
Our
energy goddess.
Oh, yes. Energy everywhere. Energy everywhere.
Yes, we can't help it.
It's so amazing to be on this set with you. The second time this year, and hopefully we'll get to work more because it's an absolute delight working with you on this set.
Same here.
But yes, we are up and grateful. Up and grateful.
That's it. And today is the 14th day of July. When did you say Happy New Month? And
just again. Yes, it feels like we just said Happy New Month a few minutes ago.
Right.
Yes, and then I remember someone said that the moment we have January ending, February ending, the rest of the month starts to roll and very quickly it goes. But most importantly, we are very hopeful and looking forward to the general elections. Personally, I'm excited. I can't wait to see how it's going to turn out.
I know.
And I'm just hopeful for peace through the process. And of course, just last week I was talking about INEC in Asaba and how I feel that they've been doing a great job. Yeah. It's been a very, put together exercise and smooth, if I would say, although we cannot rule out that some challenges may occur along the way, but I think INEC here in Asaba have not been doing badly at all. Yes.
Okay, I don't have a personal experience with them, but I know that they're in for a good time in our electoral processes. Like you said, peace is
what's most important.
Is honestly important in election time. As we look forward to 2027, yes, we want the best candidate to win, but it should be devoid of rancor and strife and violence. So we're praying and hoping for a violence-free electoral process.
Yes, no toggle.
2027.
Yes, no toggle.
I think I might even rule at that, there is no ballot snatching anymore. I think they have something.
Like they plan something big. To ensure that doesn't happen. And yes, I hope it works. And of course, too, when it comes to security, we have to know that security is not just one person's work. So it's on us.
Absolutely.
It's on us to organize ourselves properly and act accordingly. Right. I remember back in the days where they would always say, speak to your children to say no to thuggery because a lot of these persons, their families aren't even here. So don't allow yourself to be used. I think it's another year again where we have to emphasize that you just go to the polls, cast your vote, and some persons say don't hang around, go home.
But some persons would want to monitor the process. They want to, be there until they call.
Yes, but if you want to do that, organize yourself and represent yourself properly. Stay put.
Exactly. So, like you said, some of them. One thing I've realized or observed is most of these politicians, the big politicians that we see, most of their children
don't have their family scripture.
Even when they are here, you don't see them joining.
You don't.
Being involved in politics.
Yes.
I think they do it maybe indirectly, but you don't see them.
Yes, they just stay in the background and just watch what's going on.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, so we're going to talk about some of the trending stories. Today we're discussing some of Nigeria's most talked about issues, from the release of the Oyo school children to the reversal of the proposed WAEC and NECO fee increase. The debate also over graduation, who should organize graduation ceremonies in Asaba schools, especially, or in Delta State. Yes. And the implications of vehicle import duties. So Chizo and I will be, letting in on some of the top trending issues this morning. And that's not our paper headlines.
No.
As soon as our analyst comes here, we'll delve into what the papers are saying this morning. So let's take, firstly, Oyo school children released after weeks in captivity is still trending. The school children and teachers who were abducted in Oyo State have regained their freedom after spending over 50 days in captivity. Their release has been welcomed nationwide, bringing relief to the families and communities. There are so many key points to note here, but let me just have your view. When you heard that news, how did you feel?
When I heard that news, when I heard that news, it was a relief, because I remember when that news first broke out, and then some other states also had same issues of children being kidnapped. It really broke me, especially because I'm a mother, and I don't think any parent deserves to have their kids at that age stay away from them for too long on the grounds of kidnapping. In fact, no child, because no matter what age we get to, we are still children in the eyes of our parents.
That's right.
And when we are too far away and incommunicado, they panic. Sure. So I really don't think any parents deserve that. So I was really heartbroken as a mom, because I remember one time in church when I went to the Sunday school and I was looking for my son, and I just broke down there in less than 5 minutes. I broke down and I was crying, because the teachers clearly said that they don't know where, they didn't see him, they don't know where he went to. I started crying. Before I sat on the floor. Then after a few minutes, the boy just showed out that he went to the toilet, but I broke down. Right. So imagine having that child kidnapped. It's devastating. So when I saw the news that they have been released, I was excited. I said, that's an amazing news. And heard also how the Oyo State government took them in, and their plans on the way to reinstate them back and make things okay for them. But there's a but there. I wondered why we didn't see a parade of the criminals that kidnapped these children. So I now wonder, was a ransom paid, or they were released from the criminals,
from being released,
or rescued? Which one exactly? Because if we are not parading the criminals right now, we cannot even now say that we are still totally saved, because we've seen issues where somebody is released and we kidnapped again, and it's not just in Oyo State. I remember when the news of Oyo State broke out, another state came out to say that children and parents were also kidnapped in their state, and also went further to say that ransoms has been paid. People have put money together and paid ransom, and yet
they were not
released.
Sad.
So Oyo's own happened because it came out in the public, in the limelight, and we heard about it. So I'm saying that it's a good development that these children have been released, but should we still fold our hands and feel comfortable? Is there still more work to be done? Why were the criminals not paraded? Who are these people? So I think that these are things that we need to, talk about. But at the same time, what they say, when something good happens, when you clap for the person, there's room to do more.
That's right.
So yes, we're grateful.
Yes, I agree with you. But I think that, that saying, leave what they forget what is written on a bus.
I enter the bus.
I think right now, just close our eyes, and allow the security agency or enforcement do their job. Ours is to see that the school children are released. Those are what Nigerians were clamoring for. I don't really think that I need the details. What I need is security. Let there be security. Yes, I know it's commendable, and Why the release is commendable. Preventing future kidnappings should be our priority. I don't care how you did it, whether we are being released by ransom. It's not coming from my pockets. Neither is it coming from the pockets of the kidnapped victims. However, let us make sure that all loopholes are closed, right? What led to the kidnap? Are there routes that needs to be checked? These are things that we need to talk about.
Our loopholes that need to be closed.